Ibiza, the Dancing on Ice era. Graduated again, Niall Wilson Gymnastics, Mansfield. Cannot believe everything that we've done in the last year. It blows my mind.
Now work.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Let's go out and party freaking hard tonight.
Work. Now work.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video. If you're new, my name is Joanna Wilson. We've reached the final second channel video of the year. I can't believe we're there and we've done it, and that's where we're at. But what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to do a 2023 recap using my camera roll. I'm really excited actually to scroll down my camera roll and see everything that's happened and everything that I've done and everything we've got up to. What pictures were taken on January the 1st? So I've got quite a few pictures actually from New Year's Eve. I'll maybe ping one up. We've got a picture there actually that's nice of me and Frank. So we had New Year's Eve at Niall's flat last year, and Ash was at his family party and then he came a little bit later. So that was really nice. I feel like I was exhausted by the end of the Christmas period, and I had one of these with my drinks in on the New Year's Eve party, and I tactically was just putting like Diet Coke and water and things like that in it, but nobody could see what was in it. But yeah, I was exhausted. I was ready for the festive period to be finished so I could relax and get my life together, ready for the new year. Pretty much straight away as we go into the new year, the Dancing on Ice era. So from the middle of January all the way through to the middle of March, we were going down to Bovingdon every single weekend for Niall and to watch him do Dancing on Ice, which was a wild period actually to think about it. So this picture is my mum with a famous banner. That banner got some upgrades throughout the series and she brought it every week. It got on the telly, the guy took the mick out of it every week. She added some lights, she did all sorts to it. I think for those 12 weeks, it literally meant that the week revolved around that every single week. The show, we'd then have the drinks afterwards, we'd then come back on Monday. But yeah, the Dancing on Ice period was a really fun one. I'll ping up a few pictures from different Dancing on Ice trips. We then move into February. These are some cute pictures actually when we found out that Ash's brother was having a baby girl. That was just at the end of January. That was a really nice time. And then actually in between all of these different events that are going on, there's just lots of like gymnastics, filming, cheerleading, etc, and Dancing on Ice. That just seems to be my weekly camera roll. So I had my first cheerleading competition at the end of January as well, which was really successful. I completely forgot that I did so much cheer this year as well. This year seems to have absolutely flown. We had a really good cheer comp. We actually were out of timing on the end of the dance on our cheery team. Like hit 0, nothing fell, everything went really well, but we were an 8 count behind our music as we went into the final dance, and therefore the end of the whole of it just like looked like a complete hot mess. But we all laughed about it. It was the first comp of the season. We'd only just finished our routine the week before, and it was really nice to be back out on the cheerleading floor again. I absolutely loved it. Into February then, Ash and I actually went to Ibiza to see Luke Sutton. So we had a really nice week away there, and that was actually between Dancing on Ice weekends. So we flew from London and flew back to London and had a really nice time in Ibiza. It was Monday to Saturday, I think, just time to get away, have a break, spend some time doing some work. We did a little bit of filming, just got away for a little bit. I think that we needed that after the new year, and a lot of things that were going on were just very sort of carnage, and we were straight into it with Dancing on Ice. So that was a lovely week away. It was then my grand's birthday on the 7th of February, and this picture that was taken, which we'll ping up, we had hold of her, we had her under each of our arms, we went for fish and chips for her birthday, and my gran really struggles with her legs and she tipped onto her back feet. We were taking that picture and she was like, I'm gonna fall over. But yeah, we were into February, still very much in the Dancing on Ice era. We've got the Robbie Williams week the week after, and then in between the Robbie Williams week and the following week, I did a 3-day shoot in London for one of my clients, Skipping with Sarah, and we had a really fun time on that. That took quite a lot of work. She was producing a skipping app. And then Ash and I also went to Filey to see another client of ours, Bob the Cob, and we got to ride horses and meet pigs. So that was in the middle of February into March. So I'll ping up quite a few pictures from the Dancing on Ice final. We had a really nice time. The whole squad was there. We had lots of fun at the after party, singing, dancing, celebrating, and then it's fair to say that we were very rough on that Monday, and I actually had to get up and travel to Manchester because I went to see Chris Brown with my best friend Catherine. And then after that was when Joey was about to leave us for 8 months to go sailing. So we had a leaving do for Joey, and the Dancing on Ice era was over. So that whole sort of 3 months of the start of the year very much consisted of Dancing on Ice, and I think we all had an absolutely incredible time. But again, by the end of it, I think we were exhausted. So we were then in the middle of March, and I think the next 3 months for me was very much about cheerleading, because they had quite a few cheerleading competitions in the pipeline. We got 3 competitions. We had 1 in March and 2 in June. And then just getting our heads down and working on Niall Wilson gymnastics related stuff, because in the whole first quarter of the year we'd opened Niall Wilson Gymnastics Coventry and everything was going really well, and that aligned actually really well with my cheerleading because I was in Coventry to cheer. And then sort of from April onwards we were discussing the deal and sorting everything and getting everything into place for Niall Wilson Gymnastics Mansfield, which opened in August. So we'll ping up some cheerleading photos. This was from competition number 2, which was on the 19th of March, and my mum made me a banner because she'd made Niall and Olivia the banners for Dancing on Ice. I asked if she could make me a banner too, and she also made it out of a tablecloth. In March was also Larry's 10th birthday, and we threw him a 10th birthday party where every single one of us made him a hat, which was the most heartwarming thing in the world. Honestly, it's such a big turnout for a lizard's 10-year-old birthday party. And at the end of March, Ash and I went to Sweden. So we went to visit Daniel, Malin and Simon in Sweden, and we had such a nice time. We were there from Monday to Friday. We did lots of filming, lots of calisthenics training. They made us get into a freezing cold lake as an ice bath, which was an experience in itself. And Sweden is a beautiful place. It was the first time I'd ever been, and it was really nice to spend it with people who are like-minded, who like to film content, who are working in the athlete space. We got to see a little bit of Stockholm as well and had a lovely trip in Sweden as we then went into April. So on the 1st of April, I actually graduated again. So I went back down to Cambridge with my mum, dad and Ash. And basically 4 years after you matriculate to Cambridge, you actually get given an MA, so it's a Master of Arts degree. And you get to go back, you get to go to the Senate House again, do the whole graduation ceremony again, see everybody again. And it was such a nice experience to be able to go back down to Cambridge, to be able to show Ash Cambridge because he'd never been there or seen it before. To be able to experience that whole day was such a lovely thing to do with my mum and dad. And we headed straight from there to the Manchester Gymshark lift event, where we had a lovely day. And it was wild actually. The event that Gymshark put on in Manchester was absolutely crazy. Niall was there the whole weekend and got to experience sort of meeting the Stoltman brothers, spending some time with Ross Edgley, doing all of the different activities. And then my client Ayinda ran a workout and Niall ran a workout too. So all in all, that was another exciting but crazy filled weekend. In the middle of April, we did the CMP shoot day, which you've seen actually quite a lot of content on YouTube for that. So I posted a couple of main channel videos with the working out and the eating, and then also a behind the scenes video of that. So that was me, Ash and Luke. We got to eat loads of donuts and do a savage CrossFit workout and film a load of content. So that was really, really fun day. And again, another crazy weekend. Headed straight from that in Manchester to London for Ayinda's event at the Gymshark store. So it was before she did her marathon. She was raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and Gymshark hosted an event for her. They donated £1,000 to the charity, which was absolutely amazing, and it was a pleasure to sort of be a part of that and go to the store and to see her and do that with her as well. We had some celebrations in April for Sammy's birthday, and we did a lot of filming and preparation for Ash's new programme, which was the Get Fit Gymnastics Guide. Sammy had her first adult gymnastics competition, which myself, Ash and my mum and dad went to go support and watch her, which was amazing. And then Ash and I went back to Ibiza for another week. We were dog sitting this week, so I'll insert some cute dog pictures here. But again, it was nice for the two of us to just get away, have a bit of a break and relax. Into May and June then, so we had my mum and dad's birthday, We also had Laura's baby shower because the baby was going to be born very soon. And we also had the Niall Wolfson Gymnastics Team Day, which was absolutely incredible. It was the first time that we'd ran an event with everybody from the whole company, and we did a lot of sort of workshop and work-related things about the Niall Wolfson Gymnastics experience, about engagement as a coach, and about how we operate. And it was just so nice to get everybody in the same room. I managed to stand up in front of everybody and speak. We went to see Anson Seabra, who is Ash's favourite artist, and Ash absolutely loved it. So we managed to actually also meet him after the concert as well. I cannot believe everything that we've done in the last year. It blows my mind. We had a Niall Wolfson Gymnastics Men's Invitational at the end of May, and then we head into June, which is my birthday month. At the start of June, Ash moved into 5i, and it feels like he's been forever, so I can't believe that it was only June that he moved in. I went to Mallorca with my best friend Catherine in June, and then I had my birthday. We had a disco tent in the garden, and the rave was just so funny. As well as that, in June, I had 2 cheerleading competitions, nationals and also another competition at Birmingham. Okay, on to and into July. So Sophie Brace held some handstand workshops for the first time in London, which I attended and also helped sort of her bring together all the content for those days at the start of July. And then we started working on everything Niall Wolfson Gymnastics Mansfield. Mansfield was due to take over and to start working on the 1st of August, so the last couple of weeks of July we were pretty much in Mansfield full time, talking to the customers, telling them that we were taking over, and sort of gathering all the information and the prep and all the details ready for takeover in August. And then pretty much bar Ash's birthday, which we managed to sneak in a little London trip, I was in Mansfield for the whole of August. So we were working really hard. Sammy also won the Adult British in August. We went to Spain for an old gymnastics friend of Niall and Ash's wedding. So lots of work and play all combined together for the summer months, May, June and July and August. Into September we had a big rebrand at Mansfield, so we got all of the signage changed, but it wasn't until November that we had the refurb of the whole gym, and I'll show some photos and things of that, but that was at the end of November. September we also went to Brighton for IFS, which was the International Fitness Summit. Ash, Sophie, Sammy and Oyinda all ran workshops. For a little bit of a rest before the middle of September, I headed away to Centre Parks with the Watsons. So we had a lovely time in Centre Parks. It was crazy, but it was beautiful. The kids are absolutely amazing. Yeah, we just had such a nice time. It was really nice to go away, to switch off, to chill out. October we had a girls trip for Laura's 30th. We also attended the Yorkshire Gymnastics competition, where we had quite a lot of competitors from Niall Wolfson Gymnastics Rotherham, which was really, really lovely. And then we started on the Mansfield refurb work. Everything was getting prepared, and we closed Mansfield on the 30th of October. Also on the 30th of October, I headed to Portugal for Sammy's retreat, which was absolutely amazing. We were there for a week in total, a couple of days before and after the event, and then the weekend of the retreat, and it was such a nice group, such a nice time, and I'm so proud of Sammy for everything that she achieved in that. She absolutely smashed it. I don't think it could have been any better, and I'm very, very proud of her. It was something that she'd always wanted to do, and she absolutely smashed it. So home on the 7th of November, and Joey was actually staying with us for a couple of weeks before he headed off sailing again. So it was nice to spend a couple of weeks with him, chilling, catching up. Mitchell was away doing some work, so Joey stayed in his room. And then we basically have headed into the crazyville of Vlogmas from November. So I think you know pretty much everything that's been going on. We've had the Niall Wolfson Gymnastics Days. We've had daily content for a hell of a long time now. We did the whole refurb in Mansfield, which you've seen. We had a really nice night for the Millie Children's Charity Ball. That was with the squad and also with the head coaches from Niall Wolfson Gymnastics. Then from December onwards, Vlogmas was here and among us. And that leads us to where we are now. I'm grateful for all the opportunities I've had, for everything that I've done. Thank you so much for being on this journey throughout this year. I appreciate you more than you ever know. If there's anything particular you want to see in 2024, you've really enjoyed from this Vlogmas period, you want to get a little bit of an insight on and I'm not telling you enough about, please let me know, because I really value everybody's feedback on this channel. Remember to subscribe, remember to check out 24. I promise, if you trust us with 24, you will have game-changing results, and 2024 will be your best year yet. Keep smashing it. We'll see you soon. Remember, anything is possible.